In BricsCAD V26, we've made big improvements to the interface of the 3D look from. You'll notice now the enhanced interface makes it much easier to select predefined views, giving the user greater control over the positioning of the model in the 3D environment and the ability to interrogate the design. I'm now going to investigate the base of the framework, and I've noticed there's a foot section missing. And to ensure the frame is safe, we need to address this. I now need to build an additional foot plate in position, and for this I'm going to build a solid primitive to create the shape. And adding parity to other commands in BricsCAD, the x-axis is now the first input we add, offering continuity within the application. You'll notice now I've made this body a bit too big, and we can change the dimensions within the Properties tab on the right hand side of the interface. Or we can use the new enhanced 3D grips to manipulate the face, making quick design modifications easy. Next, we're going to look at the interfering bodies to make sure we can design out any problems within the structure using the improved interfere command. We've made significant enhancements in terms of adding filters, where we can select based on layers, volumes and a series of different model properties which can be pinned to the command interface. You'll notice you can assign more than one property to the selection box. And once you've run the command, it will highlight the results tab showing the overlapping geometry in the bodies, making it very easy to identify in the graphics view. I'm now going to analyse the structural framework attachments to identify any overlapping interfering components by reselecting them. And you'll notice now, once I've added the filters and run the interference check, it shows and highlights any interfering areas between the bodies. And the great thing is, we can also check any overlapping volumes as it zooms into them straight away. And this will avoid any installation problems on site, which obviously adds to the cost of the job. To make it easier to view the intricate details of the framework, we've introduced a new section type called Slice, and this enables the user to see the intricate design detail within inside a defined boundary. I'm going to add the section line now, and when I select it in the Properties tab, you can change the section type to Slice, and anything inside that rectangular boundary is visible within the graphics view. Inside the Properties window, you can also type the value to change the thickness of the slice, or you can edit the offset value. The up and down arrow key allows you to edit these values in increments of 10, which can be altered if required. The directional grips enable you to flip the direction of the slice section, which is much easier than it was in V25. To make it easier to recall the cut sections, we've enhanced the visibility of the section planes, and you can enable them to be left visible in the graphics view by changing the value from 0 to 1. It enables the section plane to be shown or hidden once the graphics are regenerated. When manipulating section views, the grips are much easier to select in the 3D environment. Now they're faster to grab and drag along the model for quick visual sectioning, making it very easy to dynamically manipulate section cuts to check the framework. To ensure safety for the maintenance engineers, we're now going to deburr edges of these toe boards to ensure people don't cut their ankles on the sharp metal edges. The Fillet Solid command enables you to fillet each edge of the model in one single command, making it really fast to select all the edges of this solid body. Now we've completed the framework, the maintenance engineers can go to work, and we've noticed on the vessel there's actually some damage. So what we need to do is patch up one of the faces that need to be fabricated. In BricsCAD V26, we've created a new tool called Surf Patch, which enables us to patch up any open geometry, which we can then convert towards a solid. These are some of the improvements we've made to BricsCAD V26 for general design, updates and verification,